Hey everyone, it's time to draw something. So grab your sketchbooks if you'd like to draw along and let's draw something. So the other day I was actually trying to film a video where I was going to use watercolors, so I kind of designed a character and then drew them on watercolor paper. And I actually had a separate one where I tried to draw this girl character on watercolor paper, and then I was trying to color it, and watercolors to me just, I don't know, they always look so muddy. It looks like I just grabbed mud and like tried to make art with it, but I thought, why not sweat equity? Use some of these designs that I've created and turn the page, if you will, and so forth. I just think this character kind of looks like a Pokemon trainer. I don't know what it is. I've been kind of experimenting with a slightly different style. I saw someone draw a character with these huge ears, and something just clicked in my head that, oh, whenever I draw huge ears, they look weird, but this person drew them like lower on the head and it just looked adorable. And then I realized every person that I've ever looked at who drew big ears did this. I was like, I want to try that, so that's what's going on right here. I've got a little beach boy. I'm not sure what you want to draw, but I'm thinking I'd like to draw some more almost Pokemon trainer NPC character designs. So like that one would be like a swimmer. What's one? Oh, how about a youngster? That's a fun one. They always have their baseball cap flipped around, you know? We can draw a boy and a girl version of them. So what I really like about Pokemon art, the characters at least, is that they always seem they're standing there, but it also feels like they're alive because there's some kind of motion to them. So that's something I'd like to try and capture when I'm drawing them. These are kind of just supposed to be characters of mine. Big mouth, big eyebrows. Wait, I forgot to draw the pose. What am I thinking? I always draw like an upside down triangle for the crotch region. This helps me get a good grasp. That legs need to poke out of there, you know? Ooh, what if he's got one foot up? Like they're running towards adventure. Now, one thing I'm looking at this, I wanted it to be a youngster character, right? The body proportions aren't quite where they need to be, so I'm going to shrink the legs. Shrink all the limbs, really. I think that will help. So like pull the knee up higher and this knee up higher. Does that make them look younger? Do you see? Do you see how that like instantly kind of solved that problem? Oh, we're gonna have to color these. Ooh, I want to grab my markers. Oh, but I drew this on a page I like. Ooh. We'll figure something out. I'm not gonna like look at these youngsters. I'm gonna try and do my best to kind of just use the knowledge I already have or ideas that I want to pursue without actually looking directly at any of the Pokemon characters. And of course, it's gonna be in my own style too, so. I'm trying to be very loose with the pose, because if you're too stiff with the sketch, the line art ain't gonna get looser, let me just tell you that. The legs feel awkward to me. Maybe if I pull this one down, like, more aligned with the body. Now I kinda wanna pull this leg even further out. Still very squished, but we have a lot of paper left, so let's move on to the character design. We can work on poses when we get to some more characters. Put that little hole in the hat. Got the brim of the hat, or the bill. That's what it's called, a bill. Sometimes I just need hand motions and the words come. Sometimes I don't, though. I definitely want to go like really simple because it's obviously a kid, right? They don't have a lot of money in the fashion budget. So maybe just a t-shirt. Maybe even one that's a little big, like it's a hand-me-down. See how it's loose on the body? Like wind is a-blowing. Ooh, maybe we can put that really simple design where it's a stripe, where you see it in like movies and cartoons, but I've never seen it in real life. One of those. Ooh, should I give him little short 80s? Oh, what if he's like 80s themed? Ooh, I want to look up some like Stranger Things or something. Why would you tuck in your t-shirt into your sweatpants? I don't want to spend forever looking at Pinterest, even though I could. Let's just go with that first 80s thought I had with the shorter shorts, the long socks. Ooh, here's a good foot. Is it? Wait. Never really know until you take a step back. What does a fist look like? Think I'd figure it out eventually. Thinking longer hair. Oh, I forgot to draw his nose! Alright, let's try to draw like the girl version in the Pokemon universe of this NPC. Or like the counterpart. So like the same age, same Pokemon type character, you know. You know what I'm talking about. I always find drawing feminine characters a lot easier because I've drawn so many of them. I think it'd be fun if we kind of keep that leg up. See that triangle shape, figure out where the Hips are, this is kind of a similar pose. Now it looks like I made her legs way longer than his legs. And I kind of want to keep the proportions similar. Bring that down. Probably means I'll bring this foot up as well. Okay, the shoulders are a little different. You know what? Let's just redraw that whole head. Maybe we'll even turn her head so they're not looking the same way. Don't forget those ears. Just experimenting with the style a little bit. It's always funny when I see someone trying to recreate my style because I can see them struggling because my art style just seems so all over the place because I'm like always experimenting with it. Trying to find the one I like the best. And how will you know until you've tried them all, right? I'm kind of hoping, you know how when you zoom in on a grid, you can see it's like bouncing up and down like this on a graph. But if you like zoom out and look at the trends over time, it's like little tiny bumps. That's what I'm kind of hoping for my art style. Eventually, it'll all kind of look like little bumps. Maybe I just haven't found that thing that's mine yet. Let's give her a hat too. Why not? Let's try to make them as similar as possible. A little short ponytail. We'll turn her hat so it's forward so that it's not too similar. I can't decide if I want the eyes huge or kind of normal size and just the ears huge. She's looking at him like she likes him. So it looks like we could maybe go the oversized clothes and mom jeans route for her. There's this arm. I might actually lower her leg. It's too similar. Maybe down here-ish. Yeah, I like that better. I don't want her to be like a copycat, you know? It's definitely not historically accurate, just inspired, you know? I think I need more exaggeration in the clothes. They're not quite conveying what I'm looking for here. I think I need to pull the mom jean up even higher. Looks like your fits are too well. Oh yeah, I like that better. See, we're exaggerating the shapes by shrinking this. This section looks larger and that creates that contrast. Now everything just looks larger overall. I'm getting We're Back vibes. I don't know if any of you have seen that. And I don't even think their characters dress like this, but there's a boy and a girl. Got some pattern to the pants. Oh, and she's got to have that short under hair that doesn't make it into the ponytail. Yes, I love that stuff. There we go. These look like sneakers to you. I also gave her some big socks. It just felt right. There we go. Got our youngsters. They look a little older than maybe I was going for. Can't decide if I want to color these or not. I don't know if I want to ruin the art on the other page. Yeah, why don't I go and do this? This isn't usually that fun to watch, so we'll probably skip to when I'm done. Yeah, I think that's all of it for her. Now, do I want to continue with the dude over here? Just circle them on the page so you know that's where the art is. Just don't know if I have the colors that I want for this. Here, I can use this thing. This is the perfect blue for her. Like, I already know, I didn't even have to swatch it. Nice light wash denim. Some designs up here in the same color. There we go. And that's how you color something without coloring it too much where you might accidentally mess up, you know? I'm pretty much a pro at that. Half trying, you know? Let's try to draw them again. Much as I'd like to do another one. I'm not crazy about his character design yet, so let's just draw them standing still because that's something I feel like I've gotten better at. Make sure we get these proportions correct. Can even try to make them look younger while we're at it. What if we make his shirt oversized as well? He looks so weirded out. Shoes. See how this pose is just so much less fluid? Still fun to draw, but it just doesn't have that pizzazz, you know? Well, that stripe would probably be curved a little bit since this shirt doesn't fit properly, right? Dirty knees. We'll draw her next to him. See if we can figure out what her design looks like more. Big, huge pants. High-waisted. Oh, her hat's... It's hard to draw baseball caps head on like that. Big shirt. Aw, look at them next to each other. I love how there's similarities in their design, but they're not like identical twins or anything. Not wearing the same exact clothes. A little cross-eyed makes her look younger, doesn't it? I forgot how much I like to draw just characters flat on the ground, you know? He looks a little Animal Crossing to me. Actually, they both kind of do. I think it's those simple shapes I was trying to use. Drawing head-on is very difficult for me. Can't even see their ears. Is her head a lot smaller than his? What happened here? Oh, there we go. The hat was too small. Got it. Look how cute they are, my little youngsters. I'm gonna draw them again, but even like more shorter proportions. See if I can get them to look even younger. So why don't we just draw the exact same picture but like right here. See how I can, so if we shorten like the torso, maybe even widen the limbs a little. Is that gonna look too young? Too chibi maybe? So I need some practice drawing kids. Now does this actually look younger or not? Or do they just look like they have shorter proportions? Shorten her proportions. Maybe make the legs a little longer. I don't know why this amuses me so much. So now they both have large shirts. But they're not like the same, so that's probably fine. They still seem different enough. I like the idea of her having dark socks with white sneakers. I think they actually do look younger. Hey, gotta play with those proportions. So now they're like what, 1, 2, 3, 4 heads tall. Here they're 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3/4. Here they were 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so these were pretty similar. I really like the way his hair's starting to turn out. Funny, the more you draw them, you kind of like find shortcuts to draw certain things, and when you do that, it simplifies it, and usually it's more what I'm looking for. Because when you first try, sometimes you're, you know, trying too hard, and it's just, you're trying to force out an idea that you have in your head instead of just letting it evolve on the paper. I could try coloring these ones since there's nothing on the other page, right? Just quickly add some line art to them. Almost done. Grab some markers here. We have a lot of swatching space to see if I like the colors or not before we throw them in there. Thinking maybe I should look at some more references here for colors. They're either really bold colors or pastel. There's like no in between. So maybe just some bold like fluorescent colors. I do have highlighters. Ooh, wait. I have markers. And these ones are actually straight up fluorescent colors. I think these might work really well in this. If we use these with some like really dark colors. Got like a pink and an orange. It's another pink. Maybe that one's supposed to be red. Yep, that's definitely pink. I kind of pictured him having red shorts. Maybe like this prawn color. Whoops, I just colored him in. He could be like red and navy blue, and she could be like light blue and fluorescent pink. It's kind of like taking the same color families and, I don't know, playing around with them. Or I could make him light blue and fluorescent pink, and her red and blue. But just when I was drawing her, I saw the pants as being that like light pastel blue, so that might be more fun. Although he could look good with the pastel blue and the red too. Maybe I'm putting too much thought into this. It's just a sketchbook page. I know I want her pants to be blue, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Perfect. That's kind of exactly how I pictured that. And then I saw these socks as like a dark purple, but we might want to go pink so we limit the color scheme. Or let me try RV66. That's kind of exactly what I pictured. Ugh. You know what? Let's do it. And then I wanted the sneakers to be white. So if she's light blue and like purple, and he can be red and that dark blue. Why don't we use this? Was B04 what I used for that? Yes, it was. Use that for this, and if I don't like it, I can darken it up with something a little less saturated. For the shirt, I haven't decided if I want it to be white yet. It could be red, why not? And then one of the stripes can be white. Oh, one of the stripes can be blue too. I don't know if I said that. I kind of wish that I'd use the same color scheme for both of them. Now that I'm doing this, I can already kind of see how it's gonna look. I think for hair, I'm gonna mix the red and the blue together to get like a black or a gray that fits into the color scheme. Then either the hat will be blue or red. Good question. I think we'll go red. I don't want to go even on the red and the blue. Might as well make one color stand out a bit more. Nothing's more boring in art than equal parts of everything, you know? Let's grab that fluorescent pink and draw some shapes. This reminds me of a Barbie I had. Ooh, we could use maybe this for shading the shirt. Kind of a pink, a light pink. And then I'm gonna color in the hat with the fluorescent pink and then use that purple for shading it. I could have made her hair this fluorescent pink too, that would have been fun. For skin, I'm layering E70 and R21. And I want to try layering more skin tones instead of using them straight out of the marker. Gives you a lot more options, you know? Could give them the same hair color. Right now they look so different. I'm not crazy about it. So maybe further on down the road when I try to do maybe more of these, I'll try and use the same color schemes for both characters, but with like, you know, little variations. Because just having this color difference is not crazy about it. Thinking a brown hair might be pretty. Could probably layer it with something. I use a white gel pen because I accidentally colored in the eyes a little. I like her design. It turned out a lot better, like the color scheme. Him, I don't know, just next to each other there. I didn't use the right colors, I don't think. Well, I accomplished one goal of making them look younger, definitely. I'm definitely happy about that. I want to make her hair darker. It's not enough contrast. Wait. Yeah, I think I like that a lot better. I was gonna put a little fluorescent pink on top, see what that looks like. Just maybe bring the color scheme closer together. I quite like them. I want to like recolor him. You know what? What happens if I just use that RV66 and color on top of the red? Will that bring our color schemes closer together? Not sure if that helped. Can't say I made it worse either. I'm so indecisive. Let's try one last thing here. There, we got boy version. Girl version. If I can remember what the colors were. Okay, whatever. It doesn't need to be perfect. This is not my usual order of operations. Alright, now for our male character. Just make his whole shirt purple, maybe. As well as his hat. Alright. I like the color scheme better. I don't really care for the drawing. So that's cool. I don't know where this rubber band came from. So here we have my youngster characters inspired by the NPC youngsters in Pokemon games over the years. Obviously with my own spin on it. More like a prompt word than anything else. But I kind of would like to do this for some of the other NPCs in Pokemon. Kind of design my own. Kind of like I did this swimmer dude over here. So feel free to let me know what your favorite NPC is and maybe I can do them next time. I kind of just enjoy the process of creating a character. Even if I didn't do a lot of trial and error with this one, I kind of just stuck with what I liked and then kind of tweaked some things. Well, I guess that's the same thing, isn't it? Anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching and for drawing along, and I'll see you guys all next week. And I hope you have a delicious evening full of waffles. Bye!